What's up, guys? This is Austin from GoldenBoxGaming, and today we are going to bring you the most anticipated games for December, but just kind of a note, there's not really much coming out this month. So we're going to kind of add in some DLC and other news just to kind of fill it up a little bit, make this episode a little bit longer than it would have been. So without further ado, why don't you start this off, Miles?
Alright, what's up, guys? On December 2nd, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix is coming to the PS3. Kingdom Hearts 2.5, the HD Remix, is the sequel to Kingdom Hearts 1 and will put players back into the world of Kingdom Hearts remastered in HD. Just like Kingdom Hearts 1, the game will feature new cutscenes as well as new content that the original did not have. I'm really looking forward to this game, and in case you haven't wondered, I did a Let's Play on this game, so I'm getting ready for Kingdom Hearts 2, and I can't wait to start that up.
Yeah, I really was not too much into Kingdom Hearts myself personally, but it is a very popular game, and this should get everyone kind of ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. So next up on our list, we have Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the Trilogy series, coming out December 9th for the 3DS. Now this game, you play as Phoenix Wright, and he obviously is a lawyer, and the whole point of the game is to fight people's cases for them. So yeah, I mean, you should know what this game is by now. This is just kind of a package deal to get all the games together like they've been doing for a lot of other games. So, not really much to say about this. And coming after that, we've got Guilty Gear Xrd. Now this is a fighting game. It is set in the year 2187, 1 year after Guilty Gear 2 Overture. And this game came out for the arcade earlier in the year, but now it's coming out for the PS3 and the PS4. And I'm going to butcher these names, but it has 13 playable characters. Soul, Bad Guy, Kai, Kisuke, Milia, Rage, May, Chip, Zenoof, Potkukin, Venom, Axelo, Ino, Faust, Slayer, Zaytu1, and then one new character, the Mighty Bedman, has been added. The game also features a new box character known as Rame Lethal Valentine, who is a playable character on the roster in an update.
Yeah, so I don't know much about Guilty Gear either. It looks like a pretty okay fighting game, but then again, I'm not really a fan of fighting games, but man, dude, you really butcher those names. Next up on the list is Metal Gear Ground Zeroes, coming out December 18th for the PC. Metal Gear Ground Zeroes puts the player during the events after Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker as Snake attempts to infiltrate an American black site in Cuba called Camp Omega in an attempt to rescue the Cypher agent named Paz. Hopefully this is going to do well, because when Metal Gear Ground Zeroes came out for the PS4 and the other consoles, it only had basically 3 hours of gameplay, and many people were upset about that, and someone actually beat it within like 5 minutes, I believe. So hopefully, I really do hope that this game will get a price cut because it deserves one. I mean, this is an intro to basically the new Metal Gear Solid game coming up called The Phantom Pain, but I mean, it shouldn't be worth $60. That's just my input.
So as I said in the beginning of this video, that's really all the games that are coming out this coming month. Really, that's not too much, so we wanted to do a little bit more in this video. So now we're going to talk about some of the more minor games that are coming out, as well as DLC coming out for some of the bigger games that are already out. So I think Miles is going to start this one out.
Alright, so first up on our DLC and news list are the NES Remix Pack and the Ultimate NES Remix Packs, which will be available for the Wii U and 3DS. These NES packs will feature classic games such as Donkey Kong, Metroid, Mario Bros, and The Legend of Zelda. Not much to really say about this other than the fact that this finally gives you the chance to play the classic games back in the 80s and 90s and discover what made these games so great before they were, modernized. This will be available December 5th.
So next up on our list, we've got Captain Toad Treasure Tracker for the Wii U coming out December 5th. Now, this game, I mean, we didn't put it in the main games because it's just really at this point, Nintendo seems to be just milking their franchise. I mean, to make a game about Toad, he's not even a main character. I think that's kind of, in my opinion, it's dumb. I mean, I don't know, you guys might think it's good. The game may turn out to play good, but to me it just kind of, it's sad to see how far Nintendo has gone downhill from here.
Next up on the list is Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris, coming out for PC, PS4, and the Xbox One, and coming out December 9th. It is the sequel to Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light and will feature 4-player co-op. In this adventure/puzzle game, you must explore the new temple as you fight hordes of enemies and avoid deadly traps. The player can also play mini-games such as competing for treasure and powerful artifacts. Basically, in my personal opinion, I think this is just another ripoff of basically the Guardian of the Light. I don't really think there is a need for a sequel if you're just basically doing the same thing that you did in the Guardian of Light, but that's just me.
Next up on the list, we've got Star Wars The Old Republic, Shadow of Revan, which comes out December 9th for the PC. Now, I played Star Wars The Old Republic during launch and a while after that, but I kind of stopped playing after a while because it just kind of lost my interest. But I know enough about this and MMOs in general to know this is just a standard expansion pack. It's basically going to come with new raids and flashpoints and, you know, a new boss battle, new armor to get. And also, it's got like a main story where Revan has this master plot and you go to thwart it. I don't want to give out the details of it just so that you don't get ruined the story if you really care. Because BioWare did really do a good job of storytelling. I'm not sure how well they've been doing with their expansion. They had the Hutt Cartel expansion. I don't know how well the storytelling did on that. But I'm sure because it has the name Revan in it that it's going to do very well, because that is one of the most popular Star Wars characters out there.
Next up on the list is Final Fantasy XIII Part 2 for the PC, coming out December 11th. In case you don't know what Final Fantasy is basically a mix of games that each have their own individual story. This game is the sequel to Final Fantasy XIII, but is unrelated to the ones beforehand, and stars the characters known as Sarah Farron, which is Lightning's little sister from Final Fantasy XIII, and Noel Creus. Set 3 years after the events of Final Fantasy XIII, the story jumps around several different time periods and even parallels with different places within the story, so it can be a bit confusing according to the timeline. So if they're doing this and releasing this on the PC, I'm pretty sure that Lightning Returns will be coming out pretty soon for you PC users.
And finally, we've got Halo Spartan Strike. Now this game is coming out December 12th for the PC, and this is basically like Spartan Assault or whatever the hell it was called. It's basically just you run around and you shoot your gun, little 2D side-scrolling game. It's not really, you know, it's just basically milking the Halo franchise as well. Nothing special here, so that about wraps it up for this month. I don't know if there's any more input Miles wants to say or not.
Nah, other than the fact that I'm basically really surprised that we're actually not going to be receiving any new games that are actually coming out in the end of the year, this holiday season. It's basically just all HD remakes and DLC. But what can you do? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Top Most Anticipated Games, and I hope you enjoyed our new news. If you want us to put in some news in our new series of Top Anticipated Games, please let us know in the comments below. And we'll catch you guys next time.